Yo.
Yo.
What's up, idiots?
What's up? Hey.
Welcome. Episode 3 of Wholesome AF.
Third episode, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Flies by.
It does. Like my dick.
I feel like we just recorded the first episode 2 weeks ago.
It feels like 2 weeks ago, but
It actually was 2 weeks ago.
it actually was 2 weeks ago. Damn it.
Yeah.
I had one for that, but then I lost it.
Yeah. We'll find it. We'll find it later. Yeah.
Anyways, man, anything interesting happened this week in the news or events or
In the news, nothing.
nothing?
I don't think anything's happening right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah. No, I'm just kidding. There's always a lot to talk about in the news. Well, I guess we could pay our respects right now to former President
Oh, yeah.
George H.W. Bush,
The old one.
the old one, senior, number 41. They're actually closing a lot of government activities tomorrow.
Oh, snap.
Like the post office. My company works with the post office pretty closely, and yeah, we won't be getting stuff from them tomorrow, but all out of respect to a good
Word.
man, good president.
Word. The only thing I know of that is that he had a dog, and his name was
Nice.
like Spud. And there's like a picture of him, of the dog, like curled up next to the coffin. It's pretty cute AF.
Oh, we're talking about a service dog.
Yeah. He
Yeah.
had a service dog, so
Yeah.
that shows where my priorities are. But
No, honestly, I think. Okay, honestly, George H.W. Bush was a pretty quiet, moderate. I don't know. Never really was one to express a lot of emotion, and I think that quietness kind of carried over into his legacy and reputation post presidency, because he wasn't really someone that people talked about. Like after it was all said and done, people knew him for his humanitarianism after the fact, and he worked really closely with Bill Clinton on like Katrina recovery efforts and things like that. But yeah, not a personality not to really take note of. And so when people talk about him, and the way they talk about him now, they just remember him for being a good, even-tempered man. You know,
very, very much a dad figure, right?
very much a dad, very much a grandpa,
Word.
very much a family man. And yeah, rest in peace. He was a good man, good president. He was a veteran. He served in World War II. He was shot down during a mission by Japanese planes, I believe, or was it a boat? I'm not quite sure, but yeah, they did rescue him from that, and that added to his legacy. So yeah, one of the last of the greatest generation.
Damn.
Yeah, he was 94, I believe.
Damn.
Yeah,
Bruh.
lived a good life.
That's pretty dope, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, I learned something today. This is because yeah, I mean, I just honestly, I grew up in the age where I just knew George H.W. as George Bush's dad, like because I was too young for that.
You know what's crazy? We were born while he was president.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
his one term.
right,
Yeah,
but I was probably pooping my pants and eating
right.
baby
I mean,
food.
obviously, no conscious memory of him being president. I think my earliest memories of president for probably Bill Clinton.
Yeah,
Right. I mean, that would make sense, right?
right. Yeah, I actually met him in person.
Oh yeah. Tell me about that. Tell the listeners how you met Bill Clinton.
Well, listeners,
Sit around.
I was 11 years old
Yeah.
and I was in New York.
New York.
Why is my voice getting like this?
No, keep it going.
But yeah, I think he was doing like some meet and greet, whatever, and then I think I was 11 years old, and he did a speech, and I'm like in the way back, and as he's leaving, he's doing this typical president shake hands, and then I like somehow squeeze through the line because I'm really skinny, and I think he's like, oh, little Asian boy, shake his hand, look good for the pictures. And
Yeah.
so,
Honestly,
yeah.
I might have been thinking that.
Yeah, so he legit went up to me and like shook my hand.
That's a great photo op.
Yeah.
Honestly.
I don't know whether
That photo is out there somewhere.
Yeah, it probably is.
He had his like official photographer around him like almost all the time in
Right.
public. That photo is somewhere in the archives.
Right.
If you could find that, that'd be pretty dope.
That'd be pretty awesome.
That's something you put up in the office.
I mean, I was like a very I was like just a sad looking child. He probably thought I was like some impoverished child.
For sure.
Because I don't think I even gained. I didn't even pass 100 pounds until I was like in high school.
It's like, let me use this as my cover photo for my humanitarian efforts.
Exactly.
This is the photo I'll use.
Yeah. It's like what is that song? It's like in the arms of the angels.
That one,
and
right,
then there's
right.
just me and Bill Clinton.
That is a picture that they
Shaking
use,
hands.
right? That's awesome.
But yeah, speaking of morbid topics,
Yes.
I have a topic for today For those of you, it's first time listening to our show. The whole idea of Wholesome AF is we masterfully debate about nothing. Pretty much topics that don't matter, things that don't really exist, kind of what ifs, scenarios. So today's episode, me and Earndog, we switch off each week.
Yeah.
I have a question for you.
Yes.
So, what would you do if it rained on you all the time and only you? So to kind of set this up, give a storyline behind it.
Yeah.
So there's pretty much imagine there's a little dark rain cloud that just it follows you around and only you, and it just constantly rains on you. Like I wouldn't go as far as to say like an Amazon rainforest downpour, but it's an annoying rain, you know?
Yeah.
Like definitely the one that if you're like out and about on the regular, you try to like get under cover.
So it's not your typical sprinkle.
Right.
No, it's coming. It's like the LA showers. Like, okay, so here in SoCal,
like you want to turn the windshield wipers on.
Right.
You know what I'm
right.
saying?
That's the kind of rain that we get down here.
Right.
Because it's never just a light sprinkle. It comes hard.
Right.
It does. Very briefly. But you're talking about all the time.
Yeah, just and only you specifically. But your things can get wet.
Yep.
And people don't typically get wet unless they interact with you. So it's like your existence is an annoyance to them, basically.
Are we saying it rains indoors?
It's like, yeah, it's literally a tiny rain cloud that just follows you around. So, so you wake up and your bed is wet because it's been raining on you. You brush your teeth, it's raining on you. You get in your car, it's raining
inside the car.
Inside the car,
right,
with you. So all of your belongings are wet. But just for convenience sake, we'll say like electronics still work. It just gets wet, and your personal belongings still kind of function normally. Yeah. Like you don't. It's not like you die of getting waterboarded or whatever. Is that what it's called? Waterboarding?
Yeah, well, that's like a torture technique that they use in Guantanamo, where they put the towel over your face and they drip water slowly to simulate drowning.
Right.
Yeah.
So
we're not doing that.
Yeah. So you don't drown.
Good.
Your kind of your regular stuff works, but your existence is just kind of a minor inconvenience to everyone else around you.
So I'm like, okay, let's say I'm at a store. Yeah. It's raining.
Yeah.
And I don't, or I do get the clothes wet. Like, let's say I'm shopping for some new shoes, right? Am I getting those shoes wet?
Yes.
That's gonna be a problem.
Yeah, you know that feeling when your socks get wet and you're walking around in your shoes. It's like that all the time.
Okay.
But like you don't die, but it just kind of sucks to be alive.
Okay. I'm thinking of ways to circumvent this as we speak.
Yeah.
I can get into it.
Okay.
All right. Well, first of all, I would do the best I could to waterproof everything that I come into contact with on a daily basis. Like we're talking about the inside of my car. We're talking about kitchen things, things that I used to cook. The fridge itself, obviously. My bed, I would have to get that waterproofed. So, yeah, just to recap, the things that I use on a daily basis. Bathroom stuff. That goes for toothbrushes. And, I mean, lots of stuff in the tub will get wet anyway, so that's fine. And I guess having a cloud following me, raining on me, would function as a shower in itself. So I think I could save on water.
That's a very good point. That never occurred to me.
I'm saving on water costs. So I just get into the tub, which is already made to drain water. The cloud itself will provide the shower, and I just lather up, do my thing. Okay.
Ooh, lather.
Lather up,
That's
right.
an ASMR word. See episode 2.
Lather. Yeah, so that's fine. And then I would have to really invest in waterproof clothing. Or clothing that would repel water very easily. That would be a big part of my wardrobe, obviously. And whatever is not would have to be covered up by a coat. So the second I'm done with the shower, I put on whatever undergarments I have to. Shirt, whatever, and then the coat over it. I think I'll be living a lot of my life in a coat. A water repellent coat.
I live in a coat of emotions. And
we'll get into that.
Yeah.
So coat, I would have to wear boots. Waterproof boots. I think those are the best bet on a day-to-day basis for just being comfort, for providing, not being comfort, for providing comfort and walking around. So I already covered that. Car, waterproof everything inside. I would have to take up a line of work that would not require me to be in public, because that would really inconvenience a lot of people all the time. You know, I couldn't just go into the office with a cloud over me, because I couldn't just do that to all the stuff in the office.
Yeah.
On a daily basis. That I'm thinking about that now, like where I work now, that would not fly.
Just imagine the interview process. You know when people
Yeah.
are like, what are your strengths and weaknesses? I'm like, well, I could be real with you about my weaknesses real quick if you want. Like,
Yeah.
there's a fucking rain cloud.
There's gonna be a problem if I work here, but I'm on time. I do the job.
Give it 110%.
Yeah, very personable, very efficient in my work. I pick up the slack for others if they're falling behind. Yeah, all that stuff. Right? I could say all the good stuff could be negated by the fact I have a giant ass rain cloud.
That's not what you want to put on your resume.
Nah.
as skills.
The resume would be wet
Right.
itself. I mean, there you go. I would have to waterproof a lot of my documents, a lot of my mail. I would probably have someone else laminate all my stuff, because I don't want any of that getting messed up. You know. Also, a good push to go for paperless, because yeah, getting paper, that is not fun to deal with that.
Right.
But some things you get in the mail, you can't avoid it. But yeah, I'd have to make a push for that paperless stuff.
And I'm curious, you said you had to waterproof your house.
Yeah.
Like, what material are you thinking? I'm just generally curious.
I would have to wrap it all up. I don't know the name of. I mean, you could just say plastic, right? You could plastic wrap your stuff.
Yeah. We could be general. We don't have to be specific here.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, we can get more technical about that later, but yeah, I would start by doing that. Just wrapping, all the stuff around my house that could be in trouble if it were wet, which is a lot of the stuff I own. But like I said, I'd probably have to work in a job where I don't go into offices and buildings. I would have to do a lot of my shopping online, because I couldn't just walk into stores and get everything wet. That would cause a problem. Like if I go to the nearest Foot Locker, couldn't get all the shoes wet. That would cause a lot of damage. Try to avoid that.
So you're thinking online shopping, right?
I would do a lot of online shopping, right?
Would you say Amazon Prime?
Amazon Prime,
the wonderful service which can deliver within 2 business days.
Yeah.
Sponsors.
Or same day.
Same day.
Depends. I've had things delivered same day. Amazon Prime never fails.
Wow. Never. Thank you for.
Thank you, Amazon Prime, for providing such a great service.
Yes.
And they do. Yeah, and if you have Amazon Prime, you can also get on Amazon Video. They have a lot of good shows on there as well.
Whoa.
Amazon Music.
Tell me more.
Yeah, I will.
All right. Well,
don't get me started.
Well then, Amazon, are you hearing this?
Are you? Yeah.
On the real though, Amazon Prime legit, but
it is legit.
I'm curious then too. So you talked about your life, like how you would survive as an individual.
Yeah.
How do you think that would affect your relationships? Like, how would you try to make your relationships work, being known as the Rain Man, but like in a negative connotation?
Everyone comes with a lot of baggage. I happen to come with a rain cloud, like a literal rain cloud that, just disperses water constantly. And the person that I am with would have to be okay with that. That's obviously a big part of my life.
Is this a metaphor?
No.
Nope. It's literally
this
a
is
rain
no.
cloud.
We're really talking about a giant rain cloud.
This is literally a rain cloud. All right,
Yeah.
cool.
We'll
get there.
Yeah. That's a big part of my life. I can't change it.
So walk me through like your first date then with somebody. Like, when they meet you, and tell me about yourself. Well, we'll have a rain cloud. So how do you try to, or I mean, do you even try to make their life less inconvenient by your raining? Like imagine trying to like do it like
a first date with a giant rain cloud, or maybe not even giant. Okay, it would have to be outdoors. I would ask for a canopy or an umbrella to seat both of us. I don't want to throw it on them right away. It's one of those things where like you show it down the line. Like this is something about me, but you don't get to find out right away.
Word.
Like you'll find out. You'll see what I have to go through, but I'm gonna show you like just something kind of normal for now. Metaphor. So Yeah, it would be outside.
So lonely.
So lonely. Yeah. Yeah, so it'd be outside, and, we just have a typical dinner and get to know each other, right? And depending on how good it goes, I could tell him, hey, like, there's something that I have to let you know. Let's step outside this canopy real quick, right? And then there's going to be some rain. And the person will be like, hey, she'll be like, hey, like, it was not even raining like 20 minutes ago, and it's coming down like kind of hard. Like, what's going on right now? It doesn't say raining on my phone app. Like, my weather app did not forecast this. Like, what's happening? And I would just have to say it. Like, I have a rain cloud that follows me around. And how did this get set up again? Like, why is it following me again? Did you set that up earlier?
There's no real reason.
Okay.
It's just like you were just born with this.
Born with it. Okay.
Yeah, like it's just something, and like, but somehow your parents have got you through life.
Yeah.
So,
for sure.
but now you're like an independent adult trying to figure out
who's learned to live with a rain cloud.
Right.
And now the biggest obstacle is getting other people to understand that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's like a Bubble Boy, the movie, Adam Sandler.
Oh, classic.
Yeah. Like basically that, but replace Bubble with Rain Cloud.
Rain Cloud Boy.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So I would say, hey, this is something that I was born with. I've had this rain cloud follow me around for as long as I can remember. And it's just something I have to tell you now, because there's no way I can hide this moving forward. So I can't hide this moving forward. So, at that point, it wouldn't be in my call whether or not she would want to continue. If, best case scenario, she actually likes the rain. Like, hey, I grew up in insert city here. It rained all the time. I can deal with this.
Like Seattle.
Yeah. Right. Like anywhere Pacific Northwest that rains a lot.
Right.
Portland, Seattle.
Just anywhere not California.
Anywhere not in SoCal, for sure. Yeah. Yeah, is that right? Yeah, anywhere not in SoCal or anywhere desert, like Nevada, Arizona. Does it rain a lot on the East Coast?
It does, yeah. We actually get like hurricanes and stuff.
Hurricanes?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, as long as I'm not hurricaning, like anything's better than that, right?
Yeah. You're not a walking natural disaster.
Yeah.
I think we know a lot of people who are in a less of a rain sense.
Less of a rain, yeah.
But
what kind of natural disasters are you talking about right now?
We'll get to that.
Yeah. Okay. We'll get later discussion.
But yeah, I'm thinking, like your existence is a minor inconvenience to people who know you, because
right.
by interacting with you, it's like, there's a party and then you show up and they're like, damn it, it's the rain guy. It's like
who invited this guy?
Yeah. It's like, who invited, like, because you're kind of well known.
Like, you were just trying to be nice. Like, you had to invite this guy.
Yeah, you just had to invite rain guy.
Just inconvenience everyone here.
Exactly. So that's it. Like, you're not killing anyone, but yeah, your existence is an inconvenience, very much like mine. So the question.
I could also say that as well for mine. Yeah.
All right, cool. So it sounds like then your strategy overall is to make the best of the situation, to try to mitigate the negative effects.
Mitigate the negative effects. Try to avoid instances where it would inconvenience others, like blatantly inconvenience, like going to public places where it would cause a problem. And you brought up the relationship aspect. Yeah, like the person that I'm with would have to just accept it and be willing to work with it as well.
Word.
I think that goes for anything.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, metaphors.
Yes.
This whole episode is metaphor.
Yeah, it's not even about rain.
No,
it's just about metaphors.
It's a yes. So you guys can think about like how you would react.
Yeah.
How would you live your life with a rain cloud following you, indoors, outdoors? How would you navigate relationships, work? Just day to day. So,
my take on it, was. So I actually hate rain naturally because I grew up on the East Coast and it rains all the time, or hurricanes all. It could literally rain for like weeks at a time.
Right.
And you're just standing there. I was just standing there in the school bus, like waiting for the school bus on the corner.
Yeah.
And it's just pouring, and I think I thought like I couldn't think of anything worse than it raining on me all the time. And so that's kind of where the question came about. And so I I actually tried to go the complete opposite, where rather than trying to mitigate the negative effects, I was just gonna full on embrace it. So first of all, like clothes is just probably not happening. I'm just
so no clothes for you,
or at least nothing like fabric.
right?
So maybe just for decency's sake, I have like some like Nike Dry Fits, very durable wear clothing. I highly recommend them to anyone who is looking for any type of activity, rain or otherwise.
Yeah.
Nike.
Nike. Yes.
And then probably just like legit like a poncho and boots, like you said.
Poncho, good call.
Right.
Yeah.
But my thought is, okay, so kind of when you talk about occupation, I'm thinking, since I'm the rain guy, treat it almost like a superpower. Go to some desolate country and just chill there, and I'm bringing rain to areas where there's no rain.
Dude, you know how much I love that answer?
Yeah.
I did not even think about that.
That's what I'm saying.
So, where would you go? Where's the first country? Okay, you're Rain Man. Rain follows you all the time.
Right.
Where's the first country you would go?
Given
your mission to provide water.
I mean,
or is it your mission?
I would say, I mean, I it's more a mission out of convenience.
Yes. Like it's happening anyways. Like I might as well help help as much people as I could.
I mean, I do know there's probably some parts of Africa that are infertile. I know some parts of Asia, like the Gobi Desert.
Mm-hmm.
It's Sahara and whatnot.
Yes.
So basically, go to those areas and just provide water. I mean, I'm assuming it's clean to eat. I mean, rain is usually fine, right? Unless
if it comes from a good source.
Yeah. Right. So I'm assuming it's natural.
Unless it's acid rain. Acid rain's not good. Yeah.
It's normal.
Chance the Rapper, good album. Yeah.
Oh, dude, yeah, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's normal, naturally occurring rain. So yeah, and then I'm thinking, like in terms of relationships, right? In most R&B music videos,
oh dude,
it's raining.
Yes.
So I'm thinking, take the girl outdoors, like you said, and just imagine it's an R&B music video.
So just like your life would be like an Usher music video.
Right.
Yeah.
Is it? What's the song? You got a bed.
Yes.
Yeah, it's just all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Or what's it? Omarion.
Yeah.
He walked in the rain a lot.
There was a lot of rain going on.
There was a lot of rain.
Yeah, those sets were very wet for sure. Yeah.
So that's what I'm thinking about. Just totally embracing the fact that it's gonna rain on me all the time.
Yeah.
And just I would almost say like try to take advantage of that situation in a positive way.
So you're taking it head on and you're literally soaking it in.
Yeah.
Sorry guys.
Oh, God.
I'm so sorry.
Dad jokes.
I am so sorry. But
Don't be.
I had
that made me quite wet.
Quite.
Gapingly wet.
I had a question about this could be like a whole different discussion here, but you go to the Saharan desert and you provide water.
Yeah.
But you change the ecosystem.
See, I was worried about that.
Like, let's think about the long-term effects of how that would change not just that area, but like the world potentially, because that's a huge desert. And yeah, I'm no biologist or anything like that, but like I know that like you could change ecosystems by those kind of things, right? Right? I don't know.
Right.
If there's any ecologists out there or biologists, like comment or hit us up. But that's something to think about. I don't know.
Yeah, I thought about
Kinda
that
deep.
too. I would like to think that more vegetation is good, right? In general.
True.
But then again...
But then you'd be introducing animals to that area that aren't from there before.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be like a pessimist about this. I'm really curious like how I would change things.
I did actually think about that. So
you're like terraforming it.
Right. So I thought of it in like two different ways. Either one, like vegetation is good, right? In general, like more oxygen for the environment. Maybe I could reverse greenhouse gases and whatnot, right? Since we're filtering more of that CO2. But could also do the complete opposite effect where I just introduce invasive species and then I become an even bigger of a inconvenience to the world.
Like, hey, this guy brought water, but he also ruined Africa.
Yeah,
that's kind of not cool.
You know kind of a dick. Like this rain guy. Dick.
Good intention, but what the F?
Yeah. Just giant dick.
Just what a douche. Yeah.
So I don't know. I that did actually occur to me though.
Yeah.
But at least in the short term,
Right.
in my limited vision.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't even mean to take it that deep. That's very future thinking, but the concept of bringing water to an arid area, it's nice.
Yeah.
It's nice.
I would like to think so.
Right.
But knowing me, I'd probably become corrupt with power, as I do with most things.
For sure. So let's talk about that. Like, where would that corruption come from? Like, how would you manifest it?
Well, actually, obviously, I could be an asshole and just be like, oh, like, I have all this clean water and just charge exorbitant amounts of money. But also, the other thing I was worried about, which is kind of related, is like if the government takes interest in me and then like kidnaps me and experiments me.
Yeah.
Because that's usually like, what is it? Like I was watching, I don't know, like some other like superhero type movies. That's usually like the concern of the protagonist.
Yeah.
So I was like, that's a really good point. People
Yeah.
could just, like the government could kidnap me, I disappear, and
Right.
and next thing I know, there's anal probes. So
Yeah. Well, as it happens, typically.
right, as most government,
Right.
facilities run with anal probes on
For
site.
sure. Nice. Nice.
But yeah, so it's sounds like you have this more you had a very practical take, and mine is more just like trying to live a fantasy of
Right.
if I could have a superpower and it's rain, how would I address it?
No, I like that you took the approach of how do I really like head into this and make the most of it, like literally.
Right.
Like I could make something awesome out of the situation. That's cool.
Yeah.
That's good.
You could almost say I was as helpful as, say, George H.W. Bush or Bill Clinton, you would say. See? Full circle. See what it
See how we brought it around.
See,
Yeah.
see-
Yeah, they
see what I
helped.
did there?
Yeah, they did a lot of good to
I
help.
don't know about water, but
I think we can tie in water.
Okay, yeah.
I think they help provide clean water
I
to those areas.
I would hope
I'd like to think so, right?
in the arms of the angel.
Nice.
But yeah,
Cool.
that is all we have. What is it? 27 minutes?
Yeah, 27 minutes. Talk about how, just to recap, how would you live your life if a rain cloud followed you all the time?
All the time. Your stuff works, but you're kind of a minor inconvenience. Do you just try to mitigate those negative effects and try to live a normal life? Or do you go crazy with power and try to take advantage of the situation? Or do you do something completely different?
Yeah.
Let us know.
Yeah.
Comment, like, subscribe. Idiots.
Stay wholesome.
Stay wholesome.